Alrighty, I think we're live. Feels like I'm trying to get back in a relationship with you. I want to share like how this all started and why I'm interested in all of those things. So I'm going to get into that in just a second. I will be coming out with videos very regularly. I know that's a very big ask, but what I want you to do is put down in the comments below what day of the week you would like to see these videos come out, because I have so much to tell you and I want to make sure that, I'm releasing them on the same day. They're gonna like premiere, so you and I can watch them at the same time. Whenever you leave your comments, I'm able to like talk back to you immediately, because I feel like sometimes on Instagram it gets lost in the sauce. It's not as easy for me to kind of talk to you, so I want to make sure that I have times that stuff goes live, times that I respond to you, and we get to do the premiere thing together. So I'm really excited about that as an experience for us. I gotta be honest with you, YouTube as a space for me has been a little intimidating. I created my first video, it was 2008, right now it's 2021. Things have changed on the platform. Things began to change quite quickly after I posted that video. The platform grew, it got high end, I guess you could say. The people that I was following back in the day had been creating videos and they were using their MacBook to create the video. So some of you who are like newer and younger are probably like, girl, what? Creating a YouTube video with your MacBook? But yeah, it was that simple. It was logging on, creating content, connecting with people on AIM. It was such a different space when I first entered it, and it felt doable. As time went on, I always had an interest in creating more YouTube content, but I just felt overwhelmed. If it came to a choice of getting new lights or getting new camera equipment versus getting new makeup so I could work, I chose getting new makeup. If you're a makeup artist and you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. It is expensive to be a makeup artist. Eventually you start to get free product, and I know now it's more of the norm for companies to send it out to makeup artists, but it's still a hustle. For years I chose buying the makeup and then, upgrading the equipment and keeping up. And so it was hard. It was really, really hard. The industry was different back then. A lot of people didn't really trust content creators, influencers. It was a scary time, I guess, because you didn't want to get caught being someone who was an influencer. So it was almost like a secret hustle, unless you made it, I guess. Made it. For a long time, I chose doing makeup. I've assisted some of the best artists, I personally believe, because I chose to do makeup and not focus on content creation. And that was a choice. It was an intentional choice. And one day I'll tell you about all the opportunities that I missed out on. Things show up when they're supposed to show up. Time opens up when it's supposed to open up. Let's talk about 2020, because I know this is probably where a lot of you will log off because you're like, I don't want to talk about 2020. 2020 never happened. But for me, 2020 was a moment in time to really figure out what was important to me. And I realized that I do value the ability to connect with community and to connect with my community specifically, which is you. So I started to create a lot of content on Instagram. I started to create live content and interact with you, and it became pretty easy on Instagram to do that. And then it became a little bit more difficult. The scrolling area of where I can see like new comments come up shrunk. The ability to really communicate with my community shrunk. And I was like, okay, it feels like Instagram is becoming more instant. It was growing at one point where you saw IGTV almost becoming a kind of a competitor to where I am right now, YouTube. I thought that might be the move. Who's to say it won't be? This is time stamped, and this will be in a time capsule, as a video that stands in a space, and we'll see where it goes. But I genuinely feel that I will be able to communicate with the community that I built on Instagram, and all of you who probably have been waiting for years for me to come back to YouTube and create content. And I'm finally able to invest and create content at the level that I really want to. And I think that was the scariest part for me, is I didn't want to give you less than you deserved. I didn't want to give you less than what I believe you need. I'm exploring the space with you. Creating my first video in 2008 is 2021. That's how many years? 2008 to 2018 is 10 years. Then 19, 20, 21. That's 13 years. Okay, so 13 years ago. So obviously a lot has changed. Some of you have been following me since then. Some of you are brand new. You just discovered me today. So I want to explore this with you because it's new. And I know there are some of you who are probably watching right now trying to figure out how to have hope to create something again. You feel scared, you feel nervous, and I'm hoping that you find the strength and hopefully like feel encouraged to do it and to get back out there. Hopefully I can be your encourager in this space, because you know, if I've been doing this for 13 years, we're where we are with subscribers. Would you give up or would you keep going? I've never thought about the giving up aspect of YouTube, and I think it was always like, I'll get back to it. And I appreciate your patience for that, because this is like life, right? We all have things that we're interested in, and we can decide, right? Like there can be times and chapters in our lives where we're like, you know what, this is great. It's a perfect time. This is exactly what I want to dive into. And then there are other times where, you know, you might explore something, but you're like, I'll come back to this later. When it feels right, it feels right. If I'm honest, I'm a bit scared. It's a big space. Posting on YouTube now feels like posting on google.com, like, you know, because it's obviously owned by Google, but you know what I'm trying to say. It feels like a big task. It feels like a lot of work, but it also feels like, you know, intimidating. But I want to do it right. I want to do it with you. I want to thank you for the patience that you've had in me to sit here and, you know, care about the stuff that I'm doing. Last year, my word was authenticity. This year, my word is abundance. And abundance comes from investing in yourself and investing in your future, investing in what you believe you deserve. And I believe that we deserve to give ourselves chances. By giving myself a chance, obviously I make this intro back into having this relationship with you a lot heavier, right? It feels like I broke up with you and then I was like, hey, you know, girl, I know you were good and I really enjoyed you and I appreciate you. I just want us to give it another shot. So I know it makes this whole thing sound super heavy, but I'm excited about this in a way that I haven't been excited about it before. I'm excited about all aspects of it. I'm excited about the producing. I'm excited about the editing. I'm excited about planning videos for you. I'm excited about a lot of it. It's rewarded right now to be, you know, super performative. I'm not saying that's not a bad thing at all, but I find myself wanting to share more of the real me. Let's do this together. I want to do this with you. Not just for you, but with you. I think doing it with you and feeling collaborative about this venture and this excitement to me is more exciting to me than going at it alone. I don't know if any of you all can relate, and if you can, please share, because I want to know. Things I want you to remember to do. Number one, remember to subscribe if you're new to my channel and you're watching this video and this video resonates with you. Subscribe to my channel. I also want you to turn on notifications. This is a newer feature within YouTube, but when you turn it on, you're able to see whenever I post a video. And if you like this video and if you want to send an encouraging word to me, the best way to do that is to give me a like and a thumbs up. I love you. I believe in you. I hope that you understand that it's never too late, and I am the example, hopefully, for you on that. Let's do this together. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Oh, and if you want to watch another video, I'm gonna link it right here. Why haven't you clicked?